Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be using a bunch of products that are $10 and under. A lot of these products I have used for years, and then there's some new products that I'm going to try out today for the first time. So if you want to see the look that I get with products that are $10 and under, then just keep watching. So for primer, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This is one of my favorite primers that I have had for a while. I do like the mint one as well, but this one is my favorite out of the two. It's just a really good primer. It is a moisturizing primer. It feels just like the Milk Makeup Primer, but you're getting it for like a quarter of the price. So I'm gonna put this all over. It has a slight Jolly Rancher scent. Smells good, kind of like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. And it does have a slight tackiness. As you can see, it left like a little glow on my skin, which I do love, but I love that tackiness because it helps my foundation adhere to my skin a lot better. This also helps my makeup stay in place as well. So I am gonna go in with the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. This is another one of my old favorites. I haven't used this in a long time. I think the last time I used it was maybe a couple months ago. So it's been a while. As you can see in the packaging, I have gone through quite a bit. I used to use this all the time, and I love this for my pores. It keeps this area matte, and it also seals in those pores. So I'm just gonna stick it right here on the center. The next product I'm gonna go in with is this NYX Professional Makeup Eye Primer. This is in the shade Skin Tone. If you guys have been here on my channel for a while, you guys know that I really love this eye primer. I especially love the fact that it's a little bit darker. It really just blends in with my skin tone on my eyelids. And I like putting this all over my eyelids. Today I was like shaving my brows with my little face shaver, and I cut my brow right here, or like my brow bone, and it hurt. And it wouldn't stop bleeding, but finally I got it to stop bleeding. I was like, please stop bleeding because I want to film today. So you see how that just leaves a nice shade on the eyelid. This primer keeps my eyeshadow in place like all day long. So a new palette that I found at Walmart. I don't know how long this palette has been out, but I thought it was such a beautiful palette. It's by Wet n Wild, and it's just called the FM Pigment Palette. So this is what it actually looks like. I love the shades in here. I love the glitter in here. So I'm definitely gonna use the glitter today. So this is what the palette actually looks like. I love the shades in this palette. I thought they were so beautiful. I'm definitely gonna use the matte shades, and then I'm probably gonna use like one of the glitter shades. I'm gonna set that primer just with a plain powder. You can use whatever powder you want. I'm just gonna use whatever I have here in front of me. I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and I'm gonna use a Morphe E28. Like I said, this is a new palette that I saw at Walmart. Wow, that's a nice shade, and it came off really pigmented on the eye, which looks really nice. I like that. Here lately, there have been so many makeup brands coming out with new products, and there's so many things I want to try, but it's just hard to keep up with everything. All right, so I'm going to take this brush here. This I got at Five Below, and I'm going to go into that green shade there. It's a beautiful like khaki green. I'm just going to place that all over the lid. That one is pigmented too. I haven't tried many new Wet n Wild palettes. I did try one, and I really do like it. It's like one of those little 5-pan palettes, I think, that they came out with. So I have tried that one, but I haven't tried any of the others. So I thought, why not buy this one and try this one? I like that. I love that green. And I'm just taking that brush that I used with the other shade and just blending it out. I am getting a little bit of fallout here, but it's not too bad. All right, we're gonna come back. Well, you know what? We're gonna do glitter. So let me go ahead and get some glitter glue. All right, guys, so the only glitter glue I have that's probably $10 or under is this Sephora glitter glue. It's called Glitter Guard. Now, I looked on the website. They don't sell this anymore. They actually don't even have a glitter glue anymore. So I'm just gonna use this one. It's been a while since I've used it, so hopefully it hasn't gone bad. No, it hasn't. So that's what it looks like. So I'm going to use that on top of this shadow, and I'm just going to pat it in, or pat it on top, just so that glitter can stick. I'm going to take the other side of this brush and just go into that green glitter and just press that onto the lid. Yeah, I don't know why Sephora doesn't sell glitter glue anymore, because this one was pretty good. It really holds on to that glitter. Of course, there's other glitter glues that you could use, like the NYX one. They have a good one. So now we're gonna go in with foundation. I have always loved the Wet n Wild foundation. I have two kinds here. I have the original foundation and I also have the dewy foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and mix the two because I love both of them. I've never really tried them together though, so I do wanna mix them. I'm gonna mix golden beige with caramel. Caramel's a little on the yellow side and the golden beige is more on the neutral side, and it's a lot lighter. So I think the two mixed together will do just fine. I haven't used this foundation like forever. I'm really excited to use it because I've always loved this foundation. It really works well for my skin. Not only that, it stays on pretty much all day. I haven't worn it like with a mask or anything, so I can't really like tell you about that part, but I have loved this foundation like forever. I just think it's one of the best foundations at the drugstore. And I'm using one of my favorite sponges by Wet n Wild. It's the Wet n Wild like little pink sponge. This has really good coverage too. You can build this up to like full coverage or an almost full coverage, and it looks so beautiful on the skin. It doesn't even look cakey. That's why I love it so much. Together they look really nice on the skin. One thing I can't do without is my Tarte Shape Tape. This is not under $10. I haven't found anything that can actually replace this that's $10 and under. So unfortunately it's not cheap, but I love it because it does what I want it to. I don't have any new affordable concealers to show you guys, but I do have a concealer that I've mentioned on my channel before, and I really love this concealer, guys. I've mentioned it so many times, and it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I have this shade in medium, and I'm also going to use the Instant Age Rewind Multi-Use Concealer, and this one is in brightening. So basically what I'll do is use the brightening first, and then I'll go in with the medium. I love the brightening concealer because it does do well as far as covering up my dark circles. So I'm just gonna stick that right there. So I'm just sticking it right here on the inner corner, and then I'll go in with the medium. Now mediums are gonna be a little bit darker than I normally use. I think I have light to medium and medium. I had light to medium, I don't have it anymore. And I'm gonna put a little bit on my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and chin. And then I'm gonna take that sponge and just blend it all out. Love this concealer. Like I said, I've talked about it so many times. Just does such a good job of brightening that under eye, and to me it is a full coverage concealer. I feel like it covers everything I need it to cover without looking cakey. It's a very thin consistency. You see how brightening it is? It looks really good. All right, so a powder I've been loving is the Hard Candy Chilling Wonder Powder. This is the loose powder, and I am going to actually use this under my eyes and all over my face to set the foundation. Like I said, I'm going to set my under eyes. This is such a beautiful powder on the skin. I love the way it sets the foundation. I love the way it makes my skin look. It just looks really healthy. And it's supposed to be in comparison to the Becca hydrating powder. It has that like wet feel to it, but it's not like it. It's actually better. So a bronzer that I want to go in with is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. This is one of my favorite bronzing palettes that is very affordable. Here are the shades right here. I just love the shades in this palette. I love the way the bronzer goes on. So basically I go in with these two shades right here, and if I need to add a little bit more color, I'll add some from this shade. Really, I'm just using these two shades here. Yeah, I think these two shades go together perfectly. This palette is so beautiful. If you haven't tried Essence products or this Essence bronzer palette, I would definitely check it out because it is one of the best. I have two other bronzers I want to try on top of this one. And these are more like glowy bronzers. You know, they have some shimmer to them. But I bought these at Family Dollar for like $1. They both say go with the flow. One of them is Paradise Tan and the other one is Warm Sun. So I'm going to swatch both of them because I want to see what shade's gonna look better on me. So the one that's Warm Tan looks a little orange. I don't know if I like that. Let me try the other one. Paradise Tan has a little more yellow in it. This one right here. So I think I'm gonna try this one on top. Ooh, it seems pretty pigmented. You see that? Let me try to put some on the top here. You know, it honestly looks more like a blush than it does a bronzer, but it's really pretty. It has a nice sheen to it. Yeah, that's really pretty on top of that bronzer. Okay, not bad for $1. So for blush today, I have this FM blush by Wet n Wild. This is Lost in the Crowd. Isn't that pretty? It's a peach tone shade. I cleaned off the same brush that I used for the bronzer, and I'm just gonna press that into the skin. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I like it. So that was a new blush that I picked up at Walmart when I picked up that other palette. All right, so now we are going to do eyebrows. And for eyebrows today, I have a pencil that I have loved forever, and it's the e.l.f. brow pencil. This one is in dark brown. So I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows. These are such good eyebrow pencils. They have a very fine tip at the end, so you can actually make those hair-like strokes in your brows. Another product I like for my brows is this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. This stuff is really good. I like the e.l.f. one too, but the one I have has dried out, but I like both of them. I love how it just adds a little bit of color to the brow, and then it also tames those brows. I am going to use mascara. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Professional Eyelash Curler. I'm not going to go too crazy with curling them because I am going to put some falsies on today that I have really been enjoying. I have really been loving this Revolution Lift and Define 5D Lash Mascara. This has been one of my favorite mascaras that I have been using here lately. I love the way it defines the lashes, and I love the lengthening of it, and it does give it a tiny bit of volume to where the lashes don't look like too spread out, but it's not clumpy, and I love it for my bottom lashes as well. This stuff does not smear all over your face. It stays in place. It works so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on about 2 coats. I am gonna go in with some falsies. These are the LA Colors Dramata Lash False Eyelashes in Designer. This is what the packaging looks like. The lashes are very like wispy-like. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit right here. They're very wispy-like, but I did cut them down quite a bit. I cut like maybe 3 little sections off, and basically what I do is I use them at the edge so that they'll flare out. And I'm using my Kiss Adhesive Lash Glue. This is the Strip Adhesive Lash Glue with biotin and blueberry. All right guys, so I'm gonna wait for the glue to get a little tacky. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into this palette and grab some of the brown shade and then this green shade to put on my lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with the brown shade first. I'm going to take the green shade on top of that. Even though I'm layering it, it doesn't look muddy. It looks really pretty. I am going to go in with the LA Girl Shockwave Metallic Eyeliner. This one's in the shade Penny. This is the shade right here. I'm just going to put that in my waterline. That's really metallic and it's very beautiful on the waterline. So for lips, I'm going to go in with the Gingerbread Shockwave Lip Liner. These lip liners are so creamy. Before I go into lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and put the lashes on, and then I'll be right back, and then we'll finish off my lips. All right guys, so now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lipstick. This is in the shade Driver. I love these liquid lipsticks. So the next lip product I'm going to go in with is this Essence Shine 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 lip gloss. I love these Essence lip glosses. This one's actually called Let It Go. And I forgot to tell you guys, I did put this mascara on my lower lashes. To finish off the look, I'm going in with the Essence Hello Good Stuff 3-in-1 Face Mist. I do want to do a last step, and I want to go in with this CoverGirl Advanced Radiance Powder. This one's in the shade Creamy Natural. I love this powder to actually highlight this area under my eyes and kind of give my skin some glow. Don't put it right underneath where I put my concealer. I just kind of go below that So just like right here, and it kind of just highlights it and gives it a little bit of glow. Put a little bit on my nose, forehead. So like just those places where I want that highlighted look, it just completes a look. All right guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of using products $10 and under. A lot of these products I have always loved. Like I said, there were some new products that I tried today, which was the Wet n Wild shadows. Love this. And I'm also loving the Wet n Wild blush. I think it's simply gorgeous on the skin. And also this bronzer topper. This is beautiful as well. So I pretty much loved every new product that I use, but the other products are some of my favorite products under $10 that I have loved for years. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys very, very soon.